Sonos seems unbeatable in the wireless speaker arena. The system is easy, the speakers are well designed, and they sound pretty good too. But is Sonos truly the very best wireless speaker system you can buy? I'm gonna give her something to chew on. You can get two Sonos One speakers for $400, and for a lot of people who are just starting out or on a budget, this would be a very good option. But what if you double that budget and throw in a few more bucks? Can you really get a system that sounds so much better or offers so many more features that it's worth the extra money? The contenders include the Beoplay M5, the KEF LSX, the Bluesound Pulse Mini 2i, and just for kicks, we're gonna try the Sonos Play 5, which would be an upgrade from a pair of Sonos Ones. Our battles include the setup process, the design of the systems, and of course, sound quality. Now let's find a winner. One of the things that Sonos is best known for is a slick setup process. And now that the speakers support AirPlay 2, it's never been easier to go from opening the box to pumping up the jams. So to see if any of these highfalutin hi-fi systems can keep up, we're gonna set up each pair and play a song. It was challenging and I'm not even sure why. Oh, isn't that pleasant? Oh, it didn't like it when we switched to Spotify. We have successfully set up the pair of Beoplay M5 speakers, finally. Okay, added. Ooh. That's super easy. Setup is an interesting battle because for a lot of people it might be something you only have to do once. But it's also an introduction to how the products work. A sketchy setup process might also lead to a sketchy experience, and that's what we found here. The Bluesound and Beoplay speakers were a nightmare to set up, and when it came to playing music just to get started and pairing the two speakers together, that was also a nightmare. In contrast, the KEF LSX speaker was a joy to set up, and once we got to playing music, it was also a joy to use. That said, the Sonos setup was just a little bit better. What I really liked about it was that the Sonos app very clearly explains everything that's happening. You don't have to do much to actually set up the speakers. And then from there, it's really easy to add more Sonos speakers to the whole system. You could guess as you bought more Sonos speakers, setup would continue to be easy. So Sonos wins the setup battle. A curious thing about wireless speakers is that they're also little pieces of furniture. Wherever you put them in your home, they're either going to blend in and look delightful or stick out like little music playing goblins. All of these speakers look nice in their own way, but our design battle isn't just about looks, it's also about what kinds of features you can cram into a compact package. And that includes what kind of ports and controls they have to integrate with other speakers. It's designed so that you can put it in a corner and it can kind of run sort of flush with the walls. Then again, I think the design is a little bit chunky and awkward. I don't love the touch controls on top. The top here is actually a control. You can turn it for volume control and you can tap it for play pause. I'm not gonna lie, the Beoplay M5 is a very good looking speaker and it's cool that it has 360 sound so you can really put it anywhere. Then again, wherever you put it, it's gonna sort of be the centerpiece. What's really interesting about the KEF speaker is the driver array. There's actually a tweeter in the middle of the cone that handles mid-range and bass, and that's supposed to deliver a more clear, lifelike sound. And it also makes the entire speaker itself more compact. On the flip side, what I love about the KEF speakers are, see how you're ruining it. What I also love about the KEF speaker are the number of inputs on the back. Now this can really work with an existing hi-fi system. There's a place to plug in your subwoofer, full optical audio input, there's a 3.5mm auxiliary. There's a lot to love about the Sonos Play 5. The design is extremely clean and minimal. What I don't love about the Sonos speakers is the lack of versatility. Design can be a subjective thing, but because we're talking about looks as well as functionality, we have to give this battle to, that could have been slicker, the KEF LSX. This is a great looking compact speaker, and it's also one that can work with a lot of other speaker ecosystems, which you can't really say about any of the competitors. And they look pretty great too. These are all premium speakers, which means you're not only paying for better design and a better experience, you're also paying for really, really good sound quality. For this battle, we're going to play a few tracks to test the bass response, upper range, and soundstage for each of these speakers. To hear how the speakers handle powerful vocals, we're going to listen to No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande. To test the bass response, we've got Humble by Kendrick Lamar. Friend of the Devil by Grateful Dead, a complex acoustic track. I love it. So we tested all the tracks with each pair of speakers and some clear themes emerged. First of all, the Sonee speakers are unremarkable. The Beoplay M5, by contrast, was very remarkable when it came to the upper range, but kind of fell apart in the lower range. The Bluesound speakers sounded great. They were very well balanced and clear, but I can't say they were extraordinary. There was one set of speakers that simply blew me away, and they were the KEF LSX. These speakers offered thumping, if not thundering bass on the Kendrick Lamar song. Ariana Grande's voice sounded huge throughout my entire apartment, and I feel like I heard sounds in the Grateful Dead track that I've never heard before. So the winner of this battle is the KEF LSX. Now it's time to pick our winner. There was one pair of speakers that felt truly unique. They won our design battle, our sound quality battle, and were a close runner-up in the setup battle. The KEF LSX wins battle moto. At $1,100, the KEF LSX are expensive, but the sound quality is so good and they're so versatile, they'll even impress your audiophile friends.